Alrighty. Sorry about that. Anybody that was in the chat, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Ustream, you can join us over at liveparanormal.com, and you'll be able to chat with us live during the show. And you can follow the link in the description to do that, to come right over to liveparanormal.com to chat with us. We're going to go ahead and do a spirit box session. And with doing so, starting next week, we're actually going to be doing a different form of spirit communication live on our show. And we would love interaction. We would love to hear people's input, ideas for different ways that we can improve and make the show better for everyone, to help everybody kind of enjoy and maybe learn some form of communication or different routes to do with it. Ideas for different ways. Oh, I can hear it through here.
Yeah, I'm trying. There you go. I just muted it.
But I'd like to give a huge shout out to Live Paranormal, to Paranormal Class, for having us come back for live spirit frequencies on the network. And I'd like to give some shout outs that I see people in the chat: Doppelganger, Paraghoster, Nikki Paranormal, and Scott Latia. Thank you very much for tuning in with us. And again, anybody that may be watching this through YouTube, you can tune right in with LPTV chat to talk with us live on the show. Because we are doing this with Live Paranormal, that's the only reason the chat is disabled with YouTube. Just so you can kind of get to see Live Paranormal and interact in the chat room with us. So anyway, we do have the Spirit Radio, X Paranormal Spirit Radio, which we've been testing with Spirit Box Weekly. And I figured, why not start out our episode coming back with the application we've been testing.
Beautiful story. 2012.
This kind of looks, I'm saying.
Yeah, with prescription.
Find out next time.
Delle famiglie più. You can talk to your father.
It's a massive survey.
With the Christian Walk.
It's even garlic.
You don't tell me. Well,
Any of Chris days. He's clearly for
Along the cars.
I knew that's.
Yeah, it was.
And any spirits in communication, we would like to try to communicate with you.
And shopping really works. So he
Ephesians
Come in peace, love, and light.
The animosity that we
to the lowly.
You are more than welcome to try to communicate with us.
the church. We could at least go and. I think we can kind of. Well then.
Crude, they're very good stuff. They're gonna have to keep program.
This is family day.
This harangue.
He's 17.
You walk the Krugate.
James, your mic might be muted, but
Very intoxicating.
Yes, it was.
okay.
Been with a lust.
I think I was saying my name is James.
How old you are? If
I can
8-year
communicate
veteran.
as well. I also come.
From your house. So how did...
Now, the first thing I'd like to ask
It is
is,
therefore.
energy of a teenager.
what is
Sex
hey,
is
That's
give us an-
Oh, there's no. The boys
the 2000.
the First Amendment.
That's a dot.
Oh, is it?
Performances. It won.
Can you tell us how old you are?
So. Oh, that's.
He's got great stories.
Chapter 3, verses 2.
Really be sleepers. Oh,
It's purified and cleansed.
Yeah, we got.
but don't you read.
Now, any spirits in communication, can you hear what James is trying to ask?
You work it out.
That's a good question.
And then you would tell.
Just put work stuff.
Liberty, the supreme law.
The author of Sick.
About that when he was on.
The walk.
Sottofondo un uomo.
World.
That's 320.
Do you have any memory of where you used to live?
Today?
To revenge.
Actually,
Which you guys not.
anarchy or
And we turned it over.
You know, it's hard. It's hard to. Greetings and say.
Over. Free.
And everything else, you know, they...
Now let's
Stazione alle feste.
only human
me in here. Okay.
Chapter 3.
Could you tell us where you were born?
This is when it's in Don's cap.
There you go. No
Songs like that anymore.
Happened.
kids, so I just, yeah. That window.
I'm to be watching anything.
Design. Evil in the world.
Best foods ever.
The Lord, prisoner of Jesus.
12 febbraio de...
Man, and that is usually.
But he never
Do you hang around Dom a lot, or are you just visiting?
dictates of it before dealing with a. Okay, and
You have to call a friend to do
Is it pretty easy when you? I'm just.
3 days back.
No, the lines are all.
No, pretty easy.
Again, I can mute this. I just wanted to say that with anybody doing the spirit communication, always record your sessions, whether it's videotaping them or audio recording them. Most of the replies, if there is any replies that are captured, you won't hear them usually real time. It is fairly rare. But sometimes we do get the special occasion of it happening live right there in our show, along with catching live EVPs in the room. So I just wanted to let everybody know, please remember to record your sessions. You don't have to share them publicly. You know, you can share them privately to yourself, but always record them and then go over them, because you tend to capture more than what you know during the real time of doing your communication.
I'm not quite sure.
You're absolutely correct. And a big six.
Foreign corporation.
First thing back, you are absolutely correct.
Nobody, okay.
Even worse.
Really a great...
Relate to him, how it's going to be.
Chelsea's.
Now, any spirits within communication, can you?
Oh my.
Is there any way possible for you to let us know why you're here?
Still go back.
Well, they're huge.
Keep masters. At least season just the community. Government employees.
The answer, no, I'm in.
Stuff.
My Pelagians, we all.
It's one of the hard...
When your mind,
Do you miss your loved
the
ones?
event in your life. Let's just.
Criminal record.
Okay, think big.
It's a fair kind of a beat.
It's important, you know.
That's long gone.
4190.
And give them out, you know, so.
Owns the citizens.
Would you be able to tell us who's the president right now?
That's for sure.
Who sees everything
Like, come up and
because its definition
The capacity here.
reserve when they were
of America. Yes. Perfect.
A vacation.
Sport. Theater.
in the.
Different to other deep.
580
How do you feel at this moment?
western lands.
Jones of past.
They have a lot.
And he's a righteous God.
So be
Your
grateful.
party divine manner.
Allora, siete pronti?
And so.
It caused Roosevelt.
We're just saying this for nothing. I mean,
Just 21 sleep.
You got some questions, Dom?
10%.
I got that buzzing again. I'm just trying
Oh,
to
no,
pinpoint
keep
it.
back.
Is in the...
Okay.
No, the beast. I
again. Well, here's the.
in questo periodo...
Or the point. Walk worthy.
French word for.
So, we're gonna.
Go.
Outright a left walk.
Kids' presents all right.
It'll make it 2 or 3 weeks.
Go ahead and talk real quick.
It's the land and
Okay.
resources.
I think I got it.
The clothing we wear.
There we go.
United States. Yeah.
I actually have a curious one
Well,
that
Beatrice
I know
Theater,
not
The attacks
many
in Paris.
people have done. Spirits and communication. Can you do an impression of someone that you enjoyed watching or seeing or hearing, entertainment-wise? Would it be possible for you to possibly mimic like William Shatner or John Wayne or just anyone in general, Red Skeleton?
The Bible.
What about you, Arthur? What do you
Correspondent exact self. I research.
bring a little bit in now?
Campaign.
Same thing in New York.
As far as the game plan.
Watch CNN and
Humor seems to be, a
Quite good
great
for people
gift
to...
within life, and that's why I was curious of it.
Because then they...
Even if you're a.
Something won't understand. Hold on that.
Did Did you have a favorite actor or
Well,
actress?
135.
Beautiful boy.
Like, and he gets along. This can be done peacefully.
KCY.
Few minutes.
You know he's down to earth.
The federal government.
The ride for the brand.
Who built
Because by definition,
Wife, I've got to find
His head was chopped.
che storico libri.
There are his appeal then.
IW. Economist or a...
They do.
What
Yeah.
types of music did you feel at peace listening to?
They get sick.
So it's
Baby.
Turning it back. Yeah.
and goes on.
Big events.
If it was real.
Blenders travel the world, even as a prisoner.
Apparenze diverse.
And these fears unrightly
They say in Spain.
Leave it in paper.
Sunny.
law. Mincemeat out of
Would you be able to tell me what year it is?
We're,
Just at random?
the question. I don't know.
So you were here in 11.
In our time.
Questioning us? I believe I heard in the background.
And I'll just put in front.
trial. If you
Puccino.
remember that with in other words,
You got your money.
Welcome.
if they don't, on your draft.
If you're ever concerned, once again, you know
That's we're gonna be NA.
The sizes are not.
the office.
Damn it.
Got it.
I gotta mute for a sec here, one
Yep,
sec.
not a problem.
Su questo non
We don't have anything to do.
Importance of it. I'm just saying. New Testament.
But that's all right.
Now, Spirits and Communication,
Lando.
are you happy to be trying to communicate with us?
Do their own kind of schmidt.
The father and son.
The only stuff.
Even hard to call free. Already served time.
And track record.
Obama. People.
Sales prices do not include. Now, some.
I just heard Obama.
So
At least the moon is.
The Swedes. The
identify what you're.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna turn this off, and let's go to the silence mode. Turn that on, and we'll go with this. Turn that back on. Let's go with the silence mode. Should be on in just a second.
Okay, I'm back.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I just turn it off, turn it on, trying a different setting.
Yeah.
Should be popping up. Oh, well, it helps if I unmute it.
Terrorism at all.
Whole tough time machine will do.
I know.
And maybe you will be down in
Well, you know.
Things to talk
time here at the
when it officially began.
whatsoever for some.
9-1. And so you should.
Are we going to vacation post open?
Woke up to the live echo very resistant.
Patrol troopers.
In charge of us.
And there are Christians.
Check deposit.
Never.
It's Texan.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. I'm gonna get the Y land and disable.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's simple. There's something in the chat room. I'll ask that after there.
Test it out. Let's
And at the last,
Alex says I'm six. Present every man.
Invitiamo a chiamare il nostro
but it's kind of rock.
Special someone to a work.
right through
But we do it some weeks.
Pre-loved Rolexes.
the delays.
So this
Pause behind ABQ to know.
ascoltatori di
is helping Dave.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Nothing because
Yeah.
High school football in San Antonio.
All right,
Robert from
spirits of
North-
communication. We want to try something with you. We're gonna try to. I guess people would call this a numbers game. We're gonna go ahead and say a few numbers and see if you can finish them off. And I'll have James start it, and then after that, we're gonna try some letters and see if you can finish the letters off. James, if you want to start, you can end at whatever number you want, and let's see
Okay.
if they can finish the number for you.
Okay. I'm going to give out a couple of numbers, and what I'll do is a random one I won't say, and we'll see if we can get the answer to it. Now, the first set of numbers I put out is 1, 3, 4, 5. Can you tell me the number that's missing?
Do you still go?
The right gift
Of the TS.
to the of a North Brevard.
All right, Mark.
The national security stones.
Okay, go ahead and do that again. Say the same thing.
6 and 3.
Okay. I'd like to give you a bunch of numbers and see if you could tell me which one's missing.
Ben Carson called.
The numbers are 1, 3, 4, and 5.
I think everybody
Idea.
has the same problem. Calling to win.
First, I was going to have
Gotta have some courage.
Disorderly house.
I'm that
Down for a couple of weeks.
Bigger sparkler. I'm so
well.
In that case, is
the audiences would
Risparmio.
how about that?
Operation World.
and I had no
Us. Distract.
How about...
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the letters this time.
Okay.
All right, spirits within communication. I'm going to try to say some letters. If you can finish the allotment of letters, I would very much appreciate that. And we're going to say B, C, D.
Which is seldom told.
and Larry Strock.
Declared for the Texans, but the
Okay.
have declared.
We'll say, okay, here's
And B, C, D.
criminals. There were
Employer of labor. Finally got to normal
And I had no
days. Any
for
Oh, wow.
passes in
Graduated with
well, not many, mighty.
Because I
Of Islam.
One. Defendant will be in
like who works
knew what's going on.
Not really getting too much from that. I'm not really feeling.
Giving people.
who talk about Northwest.
But again, with all this, I mean, we won't really know until after we go over this.
Yeah, well, that's it, too. Some
University
of
of
the stuff
Chicago, but
you
you,
can pass
County,
out,
whatever.
that's pretty amazing.
we had Tony Roberts,
I don't know.
Everybody.
talks about her.
Listen.
eccetera, quindi
Now, who is Tony Roberts?
24 hours.
she treated some of them.
But he
What about you, Tim?
I mean, you like to
all of
We could really talk about
for saying out of
materialism, and I said, well,
lei la colazione la
so they don't.
Swift flow. Nothing is more important.
professional actress.
say any
I think you said
That's what she was doing.
someone who says
that is not made.
It's
Sure.
very strange, actually, because we were talking about this earlier, about entertainers and actors, and now it's popping up through the radio, which is kind of random.
Wait, back.
These are scanning random radio stations.
Bombing.
God does not.
The mean thing to do.
Just,
5 years.
there are lots.
To an imposing carrying to the road.
It's like
Thanks
surviving.
for being in here, Dizzle. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
It's just a terrible thing.
Welcome to the...
Front of the whole class, I thought it was.
Almighty.
Could you tell me the name of someone else you like to watch as an actor?
You wanted your mom.
Most often associated anybody.
He knew.
Universe choose to turn apparently out of
650 for her to
instant real estate. Get it over with.
I was a little selfish.
Marlon Denning is that more closely later.
It is. It's wonderful.
Involves no personal like a rock.
Done it with my father.
Time home buyer. Up Dam's joining us. Right.
Partly it was selfish.
Marlon Denning will provide upon.
Would you be able
No.
to tell me where you are right now?
Just lost 100.
March never on this have been familiar with
Or
them.
165. I apologize. Okay.
The story's out of here.
652. Double.
Behind you, I believe is what I heard.
Mattinata. Su
Now we got away a lot. Also about him.
Behind you.
Are you behind James or are you behind Dominic?
Thank you,
It
guys.
was like the same.
you were proud.
God does.
Matter of, you know,
PR. Doesn't matter. Among whom their ability.
also says that
Memory work with people.
Contact us.
What was he like?
You just need to.
We get some this group get.
oh yeah,
That helped your education in.
yeah,
Just come.
Do you miss your loved ones?
where did that come?
Yeah.
Sort of insignificant.
Mercy is
In this of
problem with
violent, swift, exclusive feature that makes already and so things.
Here,
And again, anybody that's viewing, if you guys have any questions you'd like us to ask, please go ahead and write that in the chat. We'd be happy to ask any questions that you may have.
That's good. I get story, the whole,
Mercy's part.
and
Il livello della glicemia.
Muzzle wall between two has been seldom.
it's sort of hair.
Could you
Started
tell
that
me
way,
if you
so-
ever feel lost or
Sometimes.
confused or trapped? Where you are?
In Paris.
At last. Ever.
I thought the real story.
Nope.
And
What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to try something a little bit different this time. I'm going to leave you on. Okay, I'm going to leave you on Skype. Go ahead and feel free to chat. I'm going to take the headphones off and leave the room. See if you're able to communicate within the room. People will be able to hear you. I'm going to set the headset over towards the side so it shouldn't come through the mic.
He's chosen by her that
And I knew that
I had in mind.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
So that's the fact that she was 43.
Oh, you're like,
Could you tell me physically how do you feel right now?
Being apparently out of 100 typewritten
Bellevue Hospital.
by every system.
Yeah. And,
We are this.
right.
tra la colazione che
this is how they made.
Bridge. Mr. German wrote.
that was the 16th.
I think yes.
Could you tell me what your hobbies were?
We released.
As a result, and then you go.
Chi ha
It was the
Something high above fighting mud with a
Give me for a second because
I'll just wrap it.
Alright, and I am still
entire book
Say no.
grabbing my phone.
for diagnosis.
Southern California.
non hanno
like inflating it.
So rubbing his hands with
for diagnosis when
A
he's
lot of people say, oh, I want to know why.
3.5.
you discovered our
By the time he's
that's proclaimed.
That they wear.
Could you tell me where you were born? Do you remember?
that was
Extremist
The ball goes up. You
and me.
Right.
is the religion.
problem to have, but
Diagnosed with it 3.5.
men may see you're good.
So there's something.
Before looking,
What is your fondest
And I
memory?
said,
Even if you call
Could you
me,
tell me?
thank God,
New Year of ministry.
poser and I'm an act.
Speaking is
Real friends. With Brian Stout.
undemonstrative. Quoting.
Autistic because
what was I saying?
It's a Tyler Light.
Of course, this is several years.
No, I am.
May add my thanks. Hey, coming to me and saying,
Linda.
I don't care what you did with your
Much.
quickly and
Right.
Yes, and
support.
Okay.
he's just
The other thing I wanted to ask you,
Not a
what do you think of Dom?
You're a living test.
Do you like Dom?
It's unbelievable.
I'm sure
we gotten married.
they're
Do
not.
you
They had a
do you feel offended by Dom trying to communicate with you? Or why?
He is trying to still.
Expression.
He's in hospital.
American dress
We've got our guest here. My
when he got a little more.
understanding of man services. She
Right.
just. Is there anything more?
Davvero?
The lesson that the American.
Do you like the fact that we're trying to communicate with you, or would you rather
You
us
don't care.
leave you alone?
Him is Charlotte Ray,
Act of war.
and it's a basic.
Allora Sergio.
It propagates.
Driving with the no mature dignity.
You talk about, you know,
Principle of
Oh yeah.
What color are the
Here
lights
and
in
then
Dom's
going-
room?
well, let's hear.
you're such a like a.
Want to grow in humility.
It's the Paris attack.
Of a chariot. All the way from.
Like what was going on under
Hey Dan, what's okay?
at some of the creek.
Ours, which could.
Yeah, well, it's
When you contact us here,
To say all kinds of.
to drink some.
Could you tell me what was your favorite possession?
That first season.
brother by some mere
Friday night with Lowe's and
living.
It's all.
Are afraid.
Is that Mr. Japanese during the
Wonderful parts, whether it was
identified fan? Have you met the?
worked with
Could
Paul
you tell me
Lynch.
where Dom is right now?
There is the fought.
1-800.
Surrender.
There has been this real,
He might
and I love
Meltdowns, you know.
personally like Tim Duncan.
always put next to each other. 'Cause
Insane.
Jesus
it
replied.
started
For the thousands of
and I think
number 37.
so many people.
And
Like Houston.
Would you be able to say my name?
Wise man
My first
variance
name.
Was you post office.
Ci dà le 4 orecchie.
Medical failure status.
Their quote was
Mañana.
like,
Buildings are going up. Like
I was
no.
around us with DDP. This place, I forget the name.
GTY.
series of questions.
Numbers that are real in that area.
In California.
Let's get through.
Marlon Brando was doing
Was there a place that you used to love to go
the
visit?
part.
Of unleashing.
Was in the filter clean.
Sure. Surging. So that nice kid.
He sat down on
Well, here
The Marlon Brando story.
Thing wrong.
I just feel as if and Tina Louise.
Society that praises.
So now
It's just an inquiry. Was a doctor's way. Where
about
Do you ever
girls.
feel tired and burnt out where you are?
You're
Does,
listening
can't trust.
does it
even
drain
after
you?
we're out the fact of my life.
Not thinking of trying to
As people
surprised. Here is Warren Swain.
mom and become a
Takes a few years. Yeah.
There was an easier
you're fine.
represents and a great deals on all the
Stanley.
il latte.
This has to be a houses, great houses. Sunburn.
so I'm home and
Holding Sharia law.
You know.
Now I'll ask you this
Well,
one
we
again, because I didn't hear the answer last
that worry
time.
for $12 or $5.
mind of
Could you
God.
tell me whose beer this is?
Ultra distillation. Shaped air.
I believe in
Really starting to come.
Custom T-shirt.
the charity, whatever.
Simple.
Who can't you trust?
Friends, this is
Therefore, they will be
Difficult administration.
Okay.
Welcome back, Tom.
All right. So, what happened?
Jason heard a bunch of answers to my questions.
I figured I would send you messages about certain questions that specifically asked. Just, you know.
Oh, that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I
So-
see in the chat, we got Mary, we got our guest here. Hey Dan, will you contact us here? Apparently there's a creepy voice. Supernatural channel, that's kind of odd.
Yeah.
We sat down, just an inquiry, we can't trust. And
And
Stanley. Oddly enough, actually Nikki and Scott and I have been talking immensely, and actually I think I have too as well, to my buddy within the house. He's not here right now. No one is actually home. So if there is footsteps or hearing stuff like that, which I have lately since it's just him and I that are living here, I've heard like somebody walking downstairs or walking right by my room, and then I look up and I run out of the room and I'm like, where the hell is he? And no one's here.
Yeah.
So we did before. We had some guests that were staying with us from Florida, and they stayed for quite a bit. And I am kind of thankful that they're not here because it makes the shows a little bit better. It makes the shows easier to figure out what's going on,
Yeah.
and less things to have to denounce. But yeah, we've been talking about the Stanley Hotel out in Colorado, so that's kind of interesting that it popped up with Stanley.
Yeah. I'd like to go visit that place. It looks nice.
It
Looks interesting.
It's a little pricey, but I really kind of want to do it. I mean, that's one of the places they filmed some of the movie The Shining at.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge movie person. I love movies. And
Me, if you got Stephen King in it there, I love it. I don't know what it is, but me, I love Stephen King.
yeah, he's in the New England area. That's where he lives, actually. But how about a burst session?
Sure.
I have two different recorders, and I'm gonna record with both of them. One has rose quartz actually around the battery. The other one doesn't. So my curiosity is maybe one recorder will actually pick up more than the other one will. So we'll record them at the same time and then play them back independently.
Okay. Who's asking first? Would that be you or I?
Actually, probably the better thing to do is we'll have to basically have it so any questions you might have, type it in the chat just so we don't have any noise contamination while we're doing it. Both the recorders are the same exact model. They are the Olympus DP 201, and one of them has rose quartz and one of them doesn't. So if you want to mute your mic.
Yes, sir.
And go ahead and type in the chat whatever questions you may have.
The main chat or the side chat?
The LPTV chat.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Any spirits within communication, if you would like to say anything, I'd like to try to figure out which recorder works the best. So if you're able to communicate, please feel free to try to talk right now. You are always welcome to come here to relax. Almost make yourself at home. I just ask that if I am trying to sleep, as I always say, if I'm trying to sleep, just let me try to sleep. In any spirits of communication, what is your best memory? And what is the last thing that you remember? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn those off. I'm going to play them back through the microphone. And I can actually tell because the one that has, let me see. Okay, this is the rose quartz, and this is the normal. Go ahead and and proud sponsor right here, Mountain Dew. Do the do. The LPTV chat. Any spirits within communication, if you would like to say anything, I'd like to try to figure out which recorder works the best. So if you're able to communicate, please feel free to try to talk right now. You are always welcome to come here to relax. Almost make yourself at home. I just here to relax. Almost make yourself at home. I just almost make yourself at home. There's a voice anomaly right there.
Almost make yourself at home. I just ask that if I am trying to sleep, as I always say, if I'm trying to sleep, just let me try to sleep. In any spirits and communication, what is your best memory?
Very, 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 very faintly. Yeah, very, very faintly.
And what is the last thing that you remember?
That wasn't me. That right there.
Oh, okay. That was on mute, so I know it's not me.
Alright, that's the recorder without the rose quartz.
Okay.
This is the recorder with the rose quartz.
The LPTV chat.
I don't think that was you.
No, I wasn't. Once again,
Any spirits within communication, if you would like to say anything, I'd like to try to figure out which recorder works the best. So if you're able to communicate, works the best. So if you're able to communicate,
something right there.
Works the best. So if you're able to communicate, please feel free to try to talk right now. You are always welcome to come here to relax. Almost make yourself at home. I just ask that if I am trying to sleep, as I always say, if I'm trying to sleep, just let me try to sleep.
Note to everybody that's watching. On the other recorder, when I said the same phrase, there was an anomaly. There was a voice anomaly. Not on this recorder. This recorder was in my right hand. The other one was in my left. Therefore, I would have to assume that the anomaly, the voice anomaly or recorded anomaly, was on my left-hand side. just putting that out there for everybody to go back and review this and watch this. But yeah, that definitely, there was a voice that I knew wasn't me and wasn't you that was on the other recorder at that time right there.
And any spirits in communication. What is your best memory? And what is the last thing that you remember?
Yeah, that right there. That's on the other side of my room.
Interesting.
Oh, something right there. Definitely a voice there. This just ended. Sounded like a male. I don't know if anybody that's viewing was able to see that, or sorry, hear that. But it either sounded like "Let us go," or "Welcome home," or just sounded like a shout in general. I mean, any spirits, you don't have to stay here. You are welcome to be here, but you don't have to stay here. You are welcome to come and go. You can consider my home, being around me, as just come in as a friend and so forth. You are always welcome to come and go. Definitely some great audio came out of this session for this evening. There's definitely that strange anomaly of left-hand side catching something, which now on my left-hand side I actually can kind of feel a little coldness, slightly, but it could just be from moving my arm around. There is a window behind me to my right. This white thing is actually a picture, and there's a window behind it, but it's all closed up. We're winterized. New York State winters can be absolutely brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Going down into the negatives, or extreme lows of 1 or 2 or 3. But we can go ahead and start doing more of the spirit box stuff if you like.
Okay.
And any questions that the chat has, feel free to type that in the chat. Be happy to try to answer anything that you guys have to ask.
Back to school, but going.
We buy gold.
1%.
Spirits in communication. I believe we are able to hear you slightly.
The Constitution says a lot of
If you're able to utilize this to try to communicate with us, we would appreciate it immensely.
Valuation is fair.
And
time essentially in the couple of hours. You're full of water, you get Italia. 5. On tragic.
Check with other and fruit.
Human flesh.
Is
John
there,
had it,
is
like,
there
to get
somebody
their money,
in the
but
room
a
with
very
Dom right
short
now?
Tara Ingram. It's to thwart and
Già questo primo passaggio.
what it means to be in this country.
On the northern flank.
CBS News. The lowest. Tampa Bay. Wow, I was Arcadia The Adventures.
Titolo.
Do you remember what your mother's name was?
WFL 77. Don't want to rub beards. And watching the clouds.
Wishing you a
They're on an adventure.
And then we are
By an inscription.
Spirits in communication. Do you ever become bored of individuals trying to contact you, or just become bored of
This guy can
being where you are?
You reached the actual.
The target somehow.
It's called the stories and great pictures.
All that is
We
represented.
have to talk about
That is the fourth laugh I have actually heard through this in the past 20 minutes.
know you from.
What you drinking?
Right, you know, so they
Honestly,
to get in that
Timings and
I'll be there
Does
for
it
a while.
does this seem strange to you? Us trying to communicate with you?
devices, the following parlance.
But they know Aaron and they grew up.
Whatever it is, and
We're working.
that's right.
founded at the record.
The door, tell it better than
Do you ever go visit your family members?
Echo for all these years.
It was perfect.
Oh, government.
Don't allow it.
Or yell at the kid.
He's going on
Oh, yeah.
at the IRC.
across the distance. Bombers.
Of course.
Going to turn a lot of hate.
Did you think that's what she's
Latched onto a
Tackle one. He will never plan.
Investitori italiani.
I found our dot where
Would you be able to prove if you're alone or not?
Yeah.
make friends. Watch the game.
You know, when you're
Not special.
older than that,
many opportunities have
Definito.
to a cause to feel.
That never
Of course.
you don't want
They're not-
them.
never
But
They want to
for nothing.
I'd like
Yeah.
to apologize to
Leaves
any
us.
spirits. We are going to be turning our session off
investigation.
probably in the next 10 minutes or
They're
so.
winning, and they don't.
We will be back tomorrow night
trying to
Do you know that it's
The wind or how the ball.
to test out this same
And
application
if you-
for the last night.
It's supporting the
end of phone.
character. And as she said,
The ones that we're supposed.
great influence on other.
Debbie, thanks for being in here
Or
with
more
us.
re-
Chris, sorry that I missed you earlier. Thanks for coming
about
in.
their
Right inside the Karen.
How are they?
can you
Verdict. Thinking thing him that happens.
That's how you say her name?
Well,
Our own troops.
You know, she talked.
Fighting ISIS.
Is there really a scale?
To look after me. Yanni sempre più.
Brought out a suspended.
A soft abro charger.
because they never
Where?
Are you searching for someone,
ago.
or do you have something you want to say to Dom?
To hang it out about it.
I should say, I return you to New.
75%.
Management. They thought,
Bombs. He said, no, don't.
today we're pleased.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Going to rain. I think I'll wait.
Però che possa.
That's them. Crazy policy.
Drive this few times.
Video phonograph coming.
Let's
And
On the subject.
that's not option to truth for life.
Is your
Spirits
son?
that may be speaking with us right now,
I think
would you like to say hello to anyone in the chat?
Here's one of the handsomest faces.
and the
Blue eyes, perfect.
the bombs.
Or go on.
Thank you, God.
Stand.
Prezzi così.
Here we go.
In this
And we'll need a new. Okay, good.
Civilians might get it.
During there's a lot of
Because of the
Or grandchildren.
oh, enough.
The chances of.
I thought I heard a voice towards the low end.
hands with and dealers, all
Yeah, I heard something, but I just couldn't make it out.
Actress when I was
truck so you don't get it.
8, 5.
she was
I
learning.
think perhaps after Monetaria Internacional.
Do I code?
Are we at
airplane. Fighting the news today.
Right here though, please.
She said that
Care of it right away.
Yeah, you can't say it.
box
It
39?
was feeling the vibe.
Ioranese, ma quello che ne so.
Give people what I need.
How did you end up where you are right now? Do you remember?
And I won't.
Or
was 08.
Elijah, you don't allow on.
Facciamo il tifo per...
Wearing a PD record in Germany for a while. Saucer.
And the PD record. Police department, I'm guessing. PD record.
Yeah.
We
Right, and then everybody...
Grab what's in.
Objections.
We're putting badges on.
Driving with the no. They ride up.
Okay, so if all
Both parts, state and state.
difficulties seem is most like...
Well, I would like to thank you for your
I mean,
communication.
incredible.
Yeah.
And
Flying badges.
you're welcome to stay and communicate tomorrow night if you'd like to. You're also welcome to leave. There is no obligation for you to have to stay.
And you,
We are just happy to hear you, happy to listen to what you have to say.
It was a pleasure trying to communicate with you tonight.
Happy.
There are a lot of things
Yeah, I did it.
you can't understand.
sono sempre queste relazioni.
More specific.
And I would like to give a huge shout out to Paraghoster. Don't forget to check out. He has a stream usually on Friday nights, 6 o'clock, on his YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out tomorrow night. We'll be on YouTube with Spirit Box Weekly, testing out this actual app right here, X Paranormal Spirit Radio. We're going to be testing it out for the final week. And next week we're coming back and we'll do a little bit of the Spirit Box stuff, but we're going to try a little other forms of communication. We're going to try some spirit writing, some spirit drawing, maybe some Ouija board type stuff, and just try different forms of communication. Maybe ITC water. These are all new things that are going to be coming up within the next episodes of Live Spirit Frequencies. Don't forget to check out this upcoming Sunday as well for a live interview with Scott Latia, who is in the chat with us right now. Excellent, awesome dude. I look forward to being able to interview him, share his story, and let everybody know a little bit more about him. Thank you again, James. We couldn't do this show without you. I don't know if there's any other things you'd like to announce on any side of any streams coming up that you might know of as well.
Well, at this point right now, I'm good. But I would like to thank everybody for coming out there. And I'd like to thank you for, as usual, having me on the show.
You're a pleasure to work with and a pleasure to have on here. So I appreciate all the time we're able to spend doing it. Also, don't forget to check out Tuesdays with Nikki Paranormal and the owner Rob of Live Paranormal, doing a radio show at 10 o'clock every Tuesday, 10 p.m. And we will be back next Thursday, usual time, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. live on Live Paranormal. Everybody have a beautiful night.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody have a wonderful night.